In my last video, I talked about Street Smash, the long-forgotten mode in Smash Bros. 3DS that relied on Street Pass, a feature that never really took off outside of Japan. At best, it's slightly better than a mobile game, and at worst, it's a far worse version of a game that took the same ideas and did way more with it. But on the main menu, if you go 2 spaces to the right and 1 space up, you'll reach the mode that turned Smash 3DS from the 3DS port of Smash Bros. Wii U to an absolute forgotten classic. Unlike Street Smash, I have fond memories of playing this mode, both alone and with friends, and going back to play it a decade later, it still holds up as one of the best reasons to return to this game. This is the type of game mode that you put on the main menu, not Street Smash or the Wii U menu. I don't know if you want to give the Wii U this much real estate on your main menu. The Wii U didn't even get Smash Run, which means that this is the second 3DS only mode, and by far the best. Why the Wii U got Smash Tour instead of Smash Run? We might never know, but as a kid who didn't have a Wii U, I was so glad that the 3DS got a 1-up on the Wii U for once. It's quick, it's fun, it's got a level of difficulty that makes it just the right amount of fun and unbelievably frustrating that makes you want to come back again and again. Up to 4 players spend 5 minutes exploring a giant ship-shaped arena floating in the sky. During this time, fighters roam the maze-like map, opening treasure chests and defeating enemies from different video game series ranging from the humble Goomba to the Devil Car to collect stat boosters. I remember having multiple nightmares about being cornered by the Devil Car, and to this day I'm still scared whenever it shows up. Enemies drop speed, jump, attack, special, arms and defense boosts along with the rare star item that raises all stats. If a character is KO'd by an enemy, they lose some stat boosts and have to spawn elsewhere, so survival actually matters in this mode. Once the time limit is up, all players get to use their stat boosts in one final battle, ranging from stamina, stock, or a time fight, to a running race or jumping maps. The final battle is picked at random, so you don't know what stat boosts are going to matter until the very end. When I say this arena is giant, I mean it. This thing is huge. There's no way that you'll see the same place twice, over multiple games, especially with the short 5-minute time limits for each round. Scattered throughout the arena are treasure chests resembling Kid Icarus Uprising boxes. When opened, they give stat boosts, trophies, coins, and custom gear. They can also just grow legs and attack you as enemies. These guys also gave me nightmares as a kid. Now whenever I open any chest in a video game, I'm scared that it will pop out and start attacking me. Oh fuck! We are interrupting this broadcast to read out all of the enemies that are in Smash Run. Let's hope I get this on my first try. From the Mario series, we have Bonsai Bill, the Big Goomba. I'm gonna be so real with you, I'm gonna speed past this part, because I just don't think anyone cares about me listing off like 50 different enemies from these like Nintendo games. Just trust me, there's a bunch of them. There are also challenge doors, where players must complete an objective to reveal a treasure chest containing rewards of either 1, 2 or 3 stat boosts worth 200 points. These range from easy, medium and hard challenges. These challenges include Target Smash, which is very similar to Target Test from Melee, Crystal Smash, where you have to destroy all the crystals in a time limit, Defeat them all, where, shocker, you have to defeat all the enemies, Survive, where, shocker, you gotta survive in a room full of enemies, and the bonus room, which isn't actually a challenge and just gives the player a bunch of stat boosts. Between the stat boosts, the challenge doors, and the hazards, you don't think they'd be able to cram anything else in the 5 minutes, do you? Well, you're wrong, because there's also random limited time events during each round. These events are Amped Up, where all players are maxed out for jump and speed for a limited time, Big Haul, where more treasure chests are placed around the map, Bonus Time, where enemies drop more valuable stat boosts, Doors Galore, where more challenge doors will appear, Fast Learner, where all stat boosts dropped will be of the same type, Final Battle Forecast, where the players are informed of which type of battle the final battle will be, Gust of Wind, where there is a gust of wind that pushes the player, Heavenly Light, which produces a vertical field above and below the player which does minor damage to nearby enemies, Otherworldly Door, where the location of all challenge doors will be temporarily revealed, Treasure Hunt, which is the same for treasure chests, Treasure Trove, where a secret room will appear in the centre of the map containing 3 chests. There's no time limit for this one, but it's the first player who reaches it gets the room. Shrunk, where all players turn mini. Wanted, where a powerful enemy will appear in a random location on the map, and by defeating it, grants greater rewards than usual. And Warp, where all players are randomly teleported to a random point on the map. Once the 5-minute time limit is up and everyone has gotten their amount of each boost, they will move on to the final battle. And it's not always just a stock or timer smash battle. A lot of them are, just with different items like Mr. Saturn Smash, Mega Smash, or Explosive Smash, but there are also some really cool final battles which only show up in this mode and never again. Like Run, where you have to reach the finish line by running to it, or Climb, where it's the person who climbs the highest wins. There's actually a limit of an unreachably high 3,300 foot to prevent exploits. These ones are really fun, and it's a shame you can only play them when they're randomly selected in this mode. Smash Run is based on the concept of City Trial from Kirby Air Ride, another game directed by Masahiro Sakurai, who explained that he wanted to recreate the game in Smash Bros. Sakurai has explained that Smash Run's purpose was to add variety and planned accidents to Smash. He said letting power-ups change players' stats would be a good match for Smash Bros. And give it a completely different experience. And that's Smash Run, a forgotten gem buried in a handheld Smash that deserves way more love. Honestly, the only downside to it is that you can't just boot it up in Ultimate today. I'd play it more than online, I reckon. But for now, it's stuck on the 3DS, just like how the Devil Car and the chest with legs are stuck in the back of my mind. I'd love to give a massive shout out to the legends over at the Smash Wiki for helping document all of this information, true legends, and I'd like to thank you for watching all the way through this video. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.